Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to the Forest. You guys have been telling me about this for quite a while, telling me I should check this out, I should play it. And so maybe about, let's see, how long ago was it? Maybe a week ago, I added it to my wish list. Sorry, I'm a little distracted picking up things here. I added the game to my wish list, like I said, about a week ago, and then just this last weekend it actually went on sale. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to scoop it up. I've played it a bit so I could get the hang of it, and yeah, here we are. I thought I would bring you guys in because, like I said, you guys have been requesting that I play this. Now, let's see, we're in an interesting spot here, aren't we? I got to start gathering up some supplies here. Got to bust these guys up. Picking up supplies out of the bags. By the time this episode goes up, it should be... I'm thinking this is going to go up Friday, which happens to be Halloween. I thought it was just kind of interesting timing. Some of you have been asking me, are you going to do anything for a Halloween episode? And usually I don't, just because I don't, think of it or, I usually don't play scary games, so a Halloween thing doesn't usually happen. But because I was getting into this now, and with Halloween just around the corner, just a few days away, and me planning to release this on the weekend anyway, I thought, okay, we could probably do it on on Friday, on Halloween. So anyway, hopefully this counts for you guys. I know it's been around a little while. A number of people played it. I'm not even going to get too much into the explanation of what the game is, because I think most of you watching kind of get it. You've been telling me about it for a while. And I think for me, let me go ahead and take this guy. Oh, somebody running around out there. Not good. Why do they have to be that close already? The natives. So for me, this game has been, it's still in alpha, but it's been around for a little while, been available to play for a while. And one of the reasons I really avoided it was because I made some assumptions about the game, some bad assumptions. I thought that this game was basically just a kind of a jump scare kind of game, one that people are going to grab face cams for and play for that kind of novelty. And I thought, I'm not really into that. I don't plan on doing that, and I don't really play those kind of games. I'm not really that into them. I don't like being startled all the time. But recently, like I said, it's about a week ago, I was looking into it some more, and I ran across somebody's channel, and I don't remember who. Sorry, whoever you were. But I ran across somebody's channel who had some Forest videos, and in watching it, I thought, hey, it's got like survival elements. You get to build shelters and stuff. I had no idea. I thought you just kind of landed here, and it was like a mystery island that you were going to try and find your way off of it. But in fact, you can actually play this for a while, play at your own pace, build your own shelters, things like that. And I didn't really get that this game had that. So once I saw that, that's when I added it to my wish list. I thought, okay, I'll grab it. And then, like I said, probably a few days later it went on sale. So yeah, once again, here we are. We do see a native there. I'm kind of staring straight at that guy. I really don't want to get involved with them. They're kind of gnarly. But I do want to start looking for a place to put a shelter. Now, this is pretty out in the open, so it's not a good spot. And I've read a little bit on some tactics and everything. And I think at this point I have 7 hours in. The longest I've lasted was 9 days, but usually my games went... there's somebody else out there. Usually my games lasted about 0 days or 1 day. So not all that great. I did have, like I said, the 9-day, but... Anyway, I think I kind of want to book out of here, and what we'll do is we will use this. We'll come back here for more supplies later. But I'm going to just wander around and try to find a good place. Now, so what's a good place for a shelter? What I'm looking for is an area that is somewhat surrounded. So you can see the guy walking over there, kind of shadowing me. I don't think he's noticed me, but I'm looking for an area that's not out in the open, that's kind of got some cover around, but also that where I might settle, you might not be able to see it until you're kind of right up on it. So kind of looking for, this might not even be a bad idea down here. Somewhere, down in like a corner where really I have these natural walls around me. So in order to see, for example, my fire, you'd have to be like right up on the ledge or something. So, and I kind of like being by the water. The thing is, are there fish in this? Some of these don't have fish roaming around. This one doesn't look like it does. It's not really that big of a deal. Would have been nice though for food. So let's see. This isn't a bad spot, and I really do want to get on this pretty quick. I only need 5 logs in order to set up a basic shelter, and I can get that from 1 or 2 trees. So I'm not in a crazy rush. Once I have the shelter up, we can actually, save the game, and then we can sleep through the night. And the night is typically the more dangerous time. But I am going to look around here a little bit more and see if there's maybe a better spot. Now, because I've played a number of games and kept dying so early, whenever you start a new game, the plane crashes kind of in a different location, and it seems like there's a number of spots that it chooses from randomly. And but this one I'm not familiar with. Oh, there's a cave entrance right there. So, for those, a number of you probably already know this, but basically when you die, when you take injuries enough to fall down dead, or, from falling, or if one of these guys attacks you and knocks you down, you basically appear deep down in their caves and have to kind of find your way out. I've never been able to find my way out yet. I usually die before I get out, and then that actually ends the game. But now I want to go in the opposite direction of that, knowing that that's where that is. I don't want to be anywhere near it, so I'm going to head back in this direction. Now I can still see the plane. I kind of want to stay within like a visual range of the plane, because then I can get my bearings always based on where it's at. So let's just go in this direction. I know there was a guy wandering around here somewhere. It looks like we got another pool here. I'm not seeing any fish though. Wait, there are fish. Excellent. But I'm not going to post up here. Again, I want cover. And again, I see another guy crawling over there. Man, we are surrounded. We've got a cave, and then we've got the guys all around here. This is not cool. They're just everywhere. I guess I'm not too opposed to going really far away. But even a place like down here would be kind of cool. See this? We've got this big natural wall here. Actually, this is not a bad idea. Big natural wall. We've got that one on that side. These sides are kind of open. I could move in this direction. I could get set up right down in here. Not a bad idea. I know that guy was roaming around up there, but this is not a bad spot. Let's go ahead and check out what's in here. Grab a stick. And I think this is actually a cool spot. I think that's what we're going to do, is start chopping some trees here. So what I want to do, though, is since I'm going to probably put my place somewhere right in here, I'm going to go ahead and take the trees from kind of nearby. I want that cover. So we're going to go ahead and chop trees from over here. Get to chopping this guy down. So yeah, I've really been enjoying the game. It's I don't want to say it's difficult. I think my deaths so frequently, very early on, were occurring because I wasn't really working on a shelter and I was just staying up all night. And that was bad. On the game that I survived 9 days, I basically... am I getting that? Am I at a good angle here? What's going on? I basically made a shelter and was able to sleep every night, so that helped a lot. This will not hurt you when it falls in either. And that's great. It actually looks like it might fall right... Well, maybe not. Say right towards where we want it. It looks like I got a piece stuck up there. Oh, it's coming down. Come on down this way. There you go. Cool. So we can pick these up, bring them over here, actually just drop them. I don't even really need to do that. Let's go ahead and get the shelter set up here. So we're going to jump into this book. We can choose the shelters, and I want this hunting shelter. That's what I want. And let me think about this. We're going to angle this guy away from the open side. And I'm not sure how much any of this kind of stuff matters. For example, if I set it up like this, and then put the fire pretty much where I'm standing, then you might say that the fire is kind of, excuse me, it's shielded if you are trying to look up this valley in this direction. But I don't know if that's good enough shield. So anyway, we jump over this. You can see it requires 8 logs, 5 stone, 7 sticks. I can just hit E and it'll kind of throw in what I've got. So 8 logs. I thought it took 5. I guess I was mistaken. But that's okay. We have half of them right now. Really want to get this set up, though. That was very brief thunder. Rumble. Stop. Queuing in the rain. Okay, so let's chop down one more. Again, we're going to not do it right over where we're at, but somewhat near. I don't want to have to run this stuff too far. So what am I planning here? We're playing the forest. I could die at any moment. I could get, attacked here and not fend them off. There's a number of ways I could die and this would be over and the series would be over. The plan right now for me, though, is to basically play as long as I can. Until death. Until death do me part. But I'm hoping you guys are into this. I'm going to drop this here. Like I said, a number of you have been requesting this for a long time, so I hope you guys dig it. Definitely leave me a comment and let me know. And or like the video as well. Let me know if you are interested in seeing more. Like I said, I'm going to continue playing it and survive as long as I can. But I definitely would like to know if it's something you guys would want to watch here on the channel. Watch me continue to do. That's a good way to do it. Leave a like or comment. Okay, so now we just need 5 rocks. Rocks are easy. Let's jump into our inventory really quick. I just have a lizard, and that reminded me I killed a few. I'm going to go ahead and click the skins, which add armor. You see the yellow build up there. So I thought we might as well do that really quick. There we go. I'm checking it out. Sweet. Okay. We have sticks. I'm probably getting about full on those. We need some rocks, though. And rocks are pretty easy to find. You kind of wander around, and they're just everywhere. Sticks are as well. I noticed there's some spots too when it's really rocky on the ground, like underneath some trees, there will be like 5 sticks, and I'll pick all of them up and think, well, that's all of those sticks. I'll go back there a little while later, and there will be 5 sticks again, so it kind of replenishes it, which is cool. I actually thought I would see more rocks out here. Okay, there's one. Just thought it'll shine a little bit. So there are a number of creatures running around here. We do have rabbits. We can kill them and get their meat and their... Can you get their pelts? I can't remember, actually. Oh, maybe you can't. We do have a dead native here. I don't know if that's the technical term for them, but I've been calling them the natives. We could chop him up and pick up his pieces, but I'd rather not. Let's see. More rocks would be good. Alrighty, we should have enough rocks at this point. Let's kind of cruise over here. You can even see the bottom left, it has the hammer, it says 4-4, so there we go. We have our shelter made, and as you can see, it shows our options there. With the press of C, we can save our game, and with Z, we can actually sleep through the night. As long as you're not hungry, and I think as long as you're not super damaged, something along those lines. So we could sleep. It is a little bit early, though. Let's go ahead and try to make a campfire. Now, what I really like about this system is you can actually go in here and choose a fire and put it down. As you saw with the shelter, obviously, we've already done this, but I really do like that you can put it down and not have the parts for it and then come back and complete it. You can see if we hit C, in fact, we could remove it. So I think we have... Okay, we only have 3 leaves at the moment. Let's see. I know this will get sticks. I'm actually still not entirely sure where the leaves come from. If you just naturally pick them up, I think so, because you don't see them on the ground, but I will look like in a previous game, and I had like 30 of them or something, or 40, something along those lines. So anyway, we do have the thing on the bottom left though, telling us that we need to gather them, and we already have them now. So should be able to finish the fire. So there we go. We do have a lighter. If we hit E, that'll light it, and we could eat. We do have the rabbit, so let's go ahead and actually do that. Oh, geez. Oh, man. That made me jump. Wow. There's a little sound indicator when you're being watched, or basically when one of these creatures knows where you're at. So I thought I heard it. I was like, did I just hear, oh, man? And yep, she was right there. Whew! So there is just one. Typically they'll run off. There is an interesting AI with them. I was actually reading about how they're working on that and making them act kind of differently and everything. And so it's hard to tell. Like, she may run off, or she just may come bolting in here after us. So she's... Okay, I feel like we should probably take her out. And unfortunately, it could mean that we die very early on in this. I'm going to just back up and see what she does. Okay, she's kind of freaking me out, man. Let's backtrack a little bit. I know that there were some lizards roaming around, and part of me is thinking if I kill another one, I can get its skin and we can get some more armor. We're definitely low on life. Let's actually go ahead and jump in here and hit the medicine real quick. Let's go ahead and have a Coke as well.